Yes guys, it's your boy Crookesalot and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at Let's Talk Season 7, what do we think of Olympus? But before we get into it, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you go and do so and ring the bell so you never miss any of my future content. And also, if you're interested in following me on Twitch or Instagram, the link is in the description below. Okay ladies and gents, let's get into it. So first of all, there is a Jester bundle in the shop right now for Octane. I have just picked that up. It is very clean, the skins are awesome, and it is only in for another 2 days at the time of recording in the store, so I definitely recommend you guys check that out because it's not going to be around for long and it is a seriously awesome bundle. So what do we think of Season 7 so far and the new map in particular, Olympus? I personally have had a lot of fun on the new map, and in the early stages of Season 7 really enjoyed exploring the map, finding like different ways to approach situations in different areas of the map, all the little like secrets and kind of ins and outs of certain areas that the new map had to offer, and I really enjoyed that. And I also really like the design of the map. The only issue I probably have with the map are the holes, you know, where you will climb over a wall and there'll just be a drop to the endless void at the other side. Yeah, that can be annoying. It doesn't happen very often, but I am aware that quite a few people who I'm in contact with, they are getting frustrated by the holes in the map, but it's just a learning curve. You've just got to learn where these holes are, best ways to approach these situations, and overcome all these difficulties that we're having with the new season. But personally, I think the map is great, guys. The addition of the Tridents are really awesome. Definitely a really good mechanic to have. I mean, they don't get used as much as you maybe would think in the trailer. Like, they are mainly used to get quickly to new areas when like running away from the ring. I haven't had any battles on a Trident yet, because that looks awesome, but it's just not really I mean, it is kind of a practical thing to do, but because it's not like anybody's going to really be able to like deal significant damage to you unless they're in a Trident if you're chasing each other. But I just think nobody's brave enough really to try such a ballsy move and try and hunt you down Trident to Trident. And usually it's literally just used as a vehicle to get from point A to point B, dismount, and then obviously go on foot because it's much quieter. But I have in a few matches found you can use Trident as cover when you're not in them. So for example, guys, I thought I had a clip of me actually hiding behind the Trident. On the left here, there's like a special Trident road that goes around some of the map, and I was literally the last one on my team, as you can see, the last one alive, parked up in the Trident and then just got out of it and hid behind it with my sniper, just looking for the last couple of squads. Anyway, there's one squad left, as you can see. I'm by myself. I have just got a Prowler from a care package around the corner. I've got a Sentinel, pretty kitted, yeah, with a 6x, and I'm by myself. Now, obviously the original point was hiding behind the Trident, especially if you're the last one alive, and using it as cover. And obviously I've missed that clip, but this is actually a really awesome clip, so I'll just talk you through it. Like, I'm getting pushed by the Rev Totem. The Prowler, guys, just to let you know, it is definitely the best SMG this season. Obviously it's a care package weapon, so it's going to be kitted up, but it is absolutely insane. Like, honestly, it is. These guys didn't even have a chance. 3 people I've got to kill. I've just killed one of them now, so there's 2 of them left. At the beginning of this clip, I was looting a Lifelines box. It was really unfortunate that I actually missed it because I was hid behind the Trident, sniping her, and cracked her and then finished her. So unfortunately we missed the clip this time, but it's still definitely a good little like tutorial to watch, so you can see what to do in outnumbered situations. So they were up to the building on my right up here before, that's where they were shooting me from, and I've just literally reversed on them, and I have now taken the high ground. I've gone from being down there in no man's land to having the high ground. I'm popping off some shots with the Sentinel, which is actually a really, really awesome sniper this season. It does so much damage. The bamboozles are in full force. These guys shooting me left and right, but they don't have a clue. Boom, getting that red shield, and then I'm getting pushed, as you can see. But like, it shreds, guys. It shreds, and it's not bad at like medium range. But watch this guy. He gets bamboozled, doesn't have a clue what's going on, and bam, you're down. One more guy to go. We're bamboozling. We're sending mirages left and right. This guy does not have a clue what's going on. Trying to pop off the shield cells. I'm out of batteries as well, which is obviously not great. And he's coming, but I'm just getting that chip damage. So he had full red shield and full health, and look at this. Just like that, and we managed to clutch the game and killing the kill leader in the process. Now, I'm sorry I missed the Trident clip, but just the outnumbered situations, some of the situations in Season 7, you have to play smart. And I know that's always been the case with Apex, but playing smart really, really helps. And obviously you've just got to like take a step back, and it's not all just about dying in the first engagement. Sometimes it's best to run away. I know it sounds like a funny thing to say, but surviving to the next fight is the most important thing, and you've got to know which fights to push and which fights you should just avoid. So we'll talk over some of like the places on the map now, and I'll like tell you what my favourite landing spots are so far, or my favourite, or my places where I don't go as often, because you know they can be pretty hot some places, and you can die every single time. So personally, one of my favourite places to go is Grow Towers. Now, Grow Towers is comprised of these 3 large rotating towers, and they're like really loot heavy. There's 3 tiers to each tower. Usually maybe like 1 or 2 squads can come near you, but there's literally like a little, I don't know how to describe it, there's like a few buildings on one side of Grow Towers that runs like the length of all 3 towers. There's some loot boxes on there and some good stuff in the little buildings. That's if the towers themselves are very hot to land at. And the towers themselves have great loot. If there's 3 of you and you land at 1 tower each, you'll have some good stuff by the time you come out of there. So definitely a good place to land. Rift as well. Now, despite what you might think, Rift is actually a pretty chiller place to land. For some reason, unless it's at the beginning of the drop line, not that many people seem to go there. And there's so many buildings, plenty to loot, and obviously there's the portal in the middle, which can take you straight to Hammond Labs, which again, super useful. The amount of times where the ring's been on like the opposite side of the map, and then you can just rift straight through, and then you're like halfway across the map in like a second. Do you know what I mean? It's a really useful place to land. And also there's a Trident there as well. There's also a Trident in between Grow Towers and Gardens as well, but the one in the Rift is like in the Rift. So that is a really useful little tip in case you need to get off and you don't fancy using the Rift itself. But also another thing I should mention are the replicators. Now, as far as I'm aware, they seem to change places. They're not in the same place every match, sorry. But they are really key sometimes. So sometimes there'll be like a purple light mags in there, or a purple helmet, or a purple backpack. Now the light mags, or the heavy mags in particular, are very important, because I feel like they give you such an advantage of being able to finish somebody off in that magazine without having to reload, or like switch weapons. That's a really important thing, guys, and you should definitely take advantage of the replicators. Rather than just rushing head on into fights all the time. Like, I am quite an aggressive player, but at the end of the day, it is definitely a good idea to get those material caches and then try and get something from the replicator, or even base the weapons that you use in that match around what's available in the replicator. Because if there's a gold barrel and a turbocharger in the replicator, but you always use an R301 and a wingman, then you're an idiot for not taking advantage of that turbocharger that's right there, because the Devo or the Havoc with a turbocharger absolutely slaps. And if you're against the Devo and you've got your wingman, unless you're a crack shot, then you're probably not even going to stand a chance. So it's definitely worth taking advantage of what is in the replicator. Another good place where I like to land is Carrier. It's like a big long spaceship with 3 sections. There's like a front section, a middle section, and a back section. Again, 3 teammates, 3 sections. You're getting a nice amount of loot from each section, and then you're ready to go into a fight with like some pretty decent stuff on your weapons. Oasis, guys, some of the best loot on Olympus is in the basement of Oasis. However, it is usually very hot, but I have had matches where nobody's gone there, or like one team's gone there. I've gone down to the basement. There's sometimes a gold G7, a gold wingman, usually purple shields, at least one purple shield, maybe like a purple bag or a gold knockdown shield, something to that effect, or a gold alternator. There's some really good stuff down there. Definitely recommend checking that out. Elysium is another good place to land. It has a replicator quite often, and it also has a scan beacon, a survey beacon. Grow Towers also has a survey beacon as well, so that's a important, and Carrier as well. So all 3 of these places also have beacons, so if you've got a Bloodhound on your team, then or a Crypto or a Pathfinder, then you're in luck. Some great places to go right there. I've been really enjoying it so far. Estates, again, another really great place to go. There's a survey beacon there as well, and usually a replicator, so you've definitely got a great chance if you feel like partaking in some of the survey beacons, because obviously it's very handy to scan the beacon and find the next ring location, as positioning is key on games like this where you have to take advantage of the high ground and the low ground. And so I've just finished that little pack opening for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that as I was talking, but here is a really good use of Mirage again. Like, look at these guys, they're just getting slapped. Like, honestly, it's so hard to tell which is the real Mirage. And I've heard of, obviously, a few of you guys from my Mirage review, character review, that you think he's good, but you might not have tried him as much. Guys, I am telling you right now, he is really strong this season. Like, just the fact that you don't have a clue which is the real Mirage, and I get one of these guys down, I get 2 of the guys down, and there's a Wraith who eludes us and she runs off, but I cannot find this second guy who is down. Don't have a clue where he's gone. Looking everywhere for him. I'm even like looking down either side of here in case he dropped off, but I don't know where he went. I was just hungry for that kill, but don't know where he went. And this is at Carrier, actually. It's a really good place to land, one of my favourite places. So we are still on the hunt for this 3rd guy. I still haven't found the person who went down, so I'm just assuming that they have been revived by the Wraith who's still alive. And then we pop our head out here and we see them on the zipline coming up. I'm on comms saying I'm going to push this guy, he's only got a grey shield, I've got a Mastiff and Mirage, he's got no chance, but as you'll see, he gets bamboozled, and then he uses his L1 to try and get away. The guy who was down actually dies, and then the Mastiff just slap in from a distance. The Mastiff is really strong in this season, and we are now the kill leader. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you maybe learned something from it. I'll be definitely doing more of these. We'll just have a talk, let's chat kind of videos. And obviously, if you guys have got any questions at all about the topics raised in this video, please drop them in the comments below. Please leave a like on the video, it really helps me out. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. It's been your boy Crookesalot, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.